Good morning, everyone, and we are back with more I Love You, Colonel Sanders. Last we left, we passed out and the Colonel carried us to bed. You awake on day 2. An attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was a secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of school. Who again? Oh yeah, this girl. Yeah, I totally left her. I was like, sorry, whatever your face is, this hunky dude's here, I'm out. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Clank. Like him? Like? I know it sounds like I'm moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually totally a sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to, and was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. Wait, he was a car? Wait, am I reading this right? No, it definitely suggests that he was a car. My character realizes this. I'm thinking maybe something got lost in pressure cooker language. Either way, maybe it's best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school? The most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning? You're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Is that kind of like snot coming from her? Well, I did ditch her all day yesterday. Laughing at the implications that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical gardens where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices. The man gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with him and brought them home. He was so nice. He even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, very strange feeling came over me. Flavor was unlike anything I ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyhow, we both shared an interest in cooking, so we stayed in touch, you know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe, and besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Please, please, please. It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? I'm gonna make up a fake ingredient. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name? I don't know. How about it was Eye of Newt? I know. Sounds like some kind of witch potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt. Wow. Yeah, I just totally lied to my best friend for a guy and his spices. Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. I'm gonna stand back and admire his majestic glory. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without even acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. Then he slaps that beautiful creature gently on the rear and sends it running free into the countryside. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. I think I've lost the ability to speak coherently during this entire video. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry. He knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful butte you have. I mean, what a horseful butte you have. Dang it. That's what I just said. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Oh, Carrie gets really nervous around people they like. What? This is not helping. I mean, they got food poisoning and was up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. He didn't even acknowledge me. I'm kind of sad. Back in the classroom, you can see two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes, bad. Experimenting with restricted ingredients, bad. Summoning a demon, bad? You try to get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulders, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. I don't want to handle anything you're giving me. Wait. Anyways, why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? I'm gonna act like I'm not interested in them, but really try and get a closer look. You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van mutter something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try to cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class, and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Wow. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ain't you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity, and it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what they're hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. What is going on here? We're playing, hehehe. Before you can dig any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of one more student. It's almost time for class. Beep beep. Plank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Zzz, womp. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language. Not even from a stand mixer. Womp womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sends him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me. I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena, at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. Oh, poor doggy. But I'm here now. I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry belly, he loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson, truly you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. Wait, what? But you can't help daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you missed most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Kira? Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? Glass of water? A shimmering pepper? Dog biscuit? I don't really want to eat a dog biscuit. Let's go with the pepper. A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way. So naturally, you reach out and grab it and eat it right away. However, your body's not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend, hello. Go away, whoever you are. This guy again? I'm here to give you an important message. Whoa. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Sorry, I think I still got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine. I'll work through. To fulfill the prophecy, you must... You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Oh, man. You come to and find everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via time competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Step and tell them, you're on. A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the table with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I'm not a fool, you're the fool. Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, Kira. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer. Just then, a huge light blasts into your face, flashing the words, timer ready. That's what I'm talking about. I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly, a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that is an original quote by me. In case someone was wondering, I hope its message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure. Now is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. You had us chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one. And you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for those potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. What temperature does water boil? That's right. But how would you have even gotten into the school without knowing that? Winner gets to rub my fur belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you. You're gonna need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. 11 herbs and spices. That's right. You may not know all the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Tail wag intensifies. Now that you got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? That's wrong. I'm begging you, get it together. Get it. I'm a dog. It's never the wrong time for some dog jokes. Did I mention I hate this game? Next question. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. So where does it come from? That's right. You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling. That's wrong. Don't make me get the spray bottle. Next question. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Kira. He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonfuls of gravy does it take a additional... Wait, what? What were you thinking? Get your mind back into the competition. I couldn't even read. You're stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk. I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. Sorry, I forgot the question. What does it have to do with crafting? I don't even know what's going on anymore. You're really struggling to keep up. I can't read the questions in time. You toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes! Bzz. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in the kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have handy hands, but Kira does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hands into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Oh no! When you're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck and immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters, there's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much more difficult. Everyone stop what you're doing right now. The battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You can't go on. Oh, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No. It wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Kira's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks into the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to desserts. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Kira to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hands. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette, atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and a pearl of blueberry jelly. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger into the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you. As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Internalize the rage you feel. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flame. Flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off your face. Wait, what? Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brows, you run for the quad to be alone. I totally just bombed all of that. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you are a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from that devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. He can fill my fryer. I mean, I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? I mean, yeah, that's exactly what I think. Well then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school. Incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome for sure. I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. Did you get kicked in the face? I lost my business partner to a gunfight. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. No, it sounds like I had a super bad day and he made it all about him. I resolved that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. Ugh, the Sporg monster. Barco! It is I know I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say it was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right? Aw, Thanks, Borko. I'm glad there's no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also wanted to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. I know that you're strong and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. Wasn't always a spork monster, you see? I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no, I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student. Until one day, some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. A magic spellbook? Precisely. I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way, I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg you, respect it. You're a powerful chef and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there. It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Kira, together I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. Oh yeah. Personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Oh my gosh. He has a big cock in his living room. Stepping inside Colonel Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working. Never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavor and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. I think he's blushing. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for you? Let's reveal it. You decide you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' luxe hideaway. Magnificent! Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. Is he gonna go get himself comfortable? You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can get a closer look at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on them to discover more about the Colonel. Oh, the Danny DeVito picture. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure that must be the Colonel Sanders himself. It looks more like an adult Danny DeVito. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of a company they founded, am I right? Ooh, what's this? A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer is 69? No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's blank. What is it? Tap on more. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silvery in color. It's actually made of spun silver. I kind of want to know a little bit more about his huge cock, so let's click on the door. Not what I was expecting, but... You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. Take one off the hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit too big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on. He wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. Aww. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket. You forgot to take it off. I can make a big move, or... I'm usually a person that tells the truth. You confess. Okay, I was just gonna confess when I was snooping and grabbed his coat out of the closet, but apparently I'm confessing my love. I think I've developed feelings for you. Aww. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Kira? I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Wait, did I say the night? That's not taking things slow. Dream sequence. Z's. Everyone's riding chicken. Day 2 is finally over. We had some ups and we had some downs. We injured our hand today. Will we be able to compete and win in the final battle and the cook-off? And what is going to happen with our love with Colonel Sanders? Tune in next time for Day 3.